Last night was the beginning of a season-long Survivor Super Bowl as Survivor 50 is officially here, so let's talk about everything we saw with full spoilers. For those of you who didn't know, I am a huge Survivor fan, and while this is a little bit different from the content I usually cover on my page, there is no way I could not talk about Survivor 50. I'm probably not going to cover every single detail or major thing that happened in this episode because it was a monster of an episode, but my god did I love every second of it. We've gone back and forth about the new era for years, but that is so far in the rearview mirror. This was one of the best opening episodes of a Survivor season we have ever seen. I laughed, I got goosebumps, I was completely locked in on all of the drama the entire time, and it was all kicked off by an unbelievable speech by Jeff at the very beginning. Now, talking about the tribes themselves, there has been a lot of discourse over the past few weeks, past few months about the weaker tribe, the stronger tribe, which one ended up in the best position, but after seeing them in the episode, having all of these personalities clash and getting to see all of these characters actually work together, I think they did a really good job of making them pretty even. And even though Sela ended up going to Tribal Council, I don't think that is an indication whatsoever that we're going to continue to see them back time after time like we have seen so much in the new era. After this first episode, my tribe power ranking actually lines up how I would rank them based off of favoritism, which is Kalo, Vatu, and then Sela. But back to Tribal Council just real quick, Jenna was done so dirty. I completely understand the politics and the strategy and the loyalty and even understand how much Cirie means to the game of Survivor, but I would have voted her ass out immediately after that challenge. Choosing either doesn't really affect the tribe more one way or another. It's just a bummer to see Jenna go so quickly at the first tribal on Survivor 50 after coming back after more than 20 years. But the heartbreak didn't stop there as Kyle, one of my favorite contestants from the new era and someone who I thought actually had a really good shot this season, had to leave the game because of injury. Now, I don't know how everybody else reacted to it initially when we saw it in the edit, and I know they were all talking about the ankle, but the second I saw it happen in the challenge, I knew immediately that it was the Achilles. Now, it may feel like his departure doesn't really have that big of an impact on the game or his tribe because it happened so early, but I think him leaving actually changes his tribe massively. Not only is he a huge help when it comes to everything physical in the game, but he is easily one of the smartest people in this entire game and was already making some pretty big alliances, and I think that's going to be completely shaken up going forward. Now, I obviously have my favorite players, but the players that I think have a legitimate shot at winning Survivor 50, that list includes Genevieve, a player that I think is one of the best we have ever seen not win Survivor, Ozzy and Coach both, because why wouldn't I put them on this list? Dee, one of my favorite players from the entire new era, Emily, who I think is going to be overlooked for a big part of this game, Camilla, because she is still one of the most strategic people on that entire beach, Mike White, because I would just love to see him win, and I'm throwing Joe in there because not only do I like him, but he's a local guy. Survivor 50 started out with a bang, and I didn't even cover half of everything that went down in this episode, which makes me so excited for the rest of the season.